This is the year of the CEO, we are realizing, because the CEOs are all about causing scandals, whether they mean to or not. But in this particular case, now this is a couple days old, but we have the latest development, which is he is now apologizing because this scumbag stole. There was one of the, this great tennis player who was handing out a couple of signed hats. He sees a kid. Obviously always athletes want to target their young fans because this is like the new generation. Like they want to like support these young kids, say hello, thank you for being a fan. The tennis player goes to hand a signed hat to this little child, and this douchebag, old dude, who turned out to be a Polish CEO, a millionaire, snatches the hat from the little boy, stuffs it immediately into his bag, and basically first came out with the excuse of, oh, well, first come, first serve, like, you snooze, you lose type of mentality. And people were like, what the actual F? He was completely doxxed, found out to have been this millionaire guy, which makes it even worse. Like you could go buy a signed piece of paraphernalia if you really wanted to. Is that what it's called, paraphernalia?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that what it's called, paraphernalia? That sounds like a drug
Paraphernalia. Yeah.
Is it? Or no, it's memorabilia.
Paraphernalia is like if it's no, paraphernalia. I was like, I thought that was right.
Memorabilia.
No, I think that's right.
I think
No,
it's
it's like no, it is. Paraphernalia
whatever.
refers to a collection of items, equipment, or accessories used for a specific purpose, such as sports equipment or hobby supplies. So it's more for like the paraphernalia would be like if you had a lacrosse stick for lacrosse versus memorabilia to your point.
Okay, yes. Okay. Anyways, point is now the CEO, because he was getting so much heat from everybody, like all around the world, people, it was like the Coldplay CEO, right? Like this was Coldplay CEO 2.0, but like
I would argue this is worse.
Different scandal. Yes. Ooh, would you? Ooh, that is okay. Well, first of all, before we get to that, he has now said, I apologize. It was wrong of me. And everyone's like, you're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. You're sorry that you've been doxxed. You're sorry that everyone hates you. But now let's get into that debate because I think this is a good one. Which CEO scandal is worse? Coldplay CEO or US Open CEO?
I think US Open. I think it's worse. You don't mess with kids. You don't take away a kid's joy, and you have to act like an adult. Because I'm obviously before people come after me for this, I am not saying it is acting like an adult to cheat on your spouse and get caught on a jumbotron that goes all around the world. That's not what I'm saying. But that's I don't want to say it's expected behavior either, but that is a part of the nasty part of life, which is like that's someone's marriage. Those are adults dealing with adults, okay? But this is a guy where I'm sorry, if you're a grown man, you shouldn't be obsessed with memorabilia anyways. How old are you? It's just like one of the videos that was juxtaposed with this, I will say, is if you remember a few months ago, there was a guy, like I think he looked like a teenager maybe or like in his 20s, and he got, did you see, it was like a pitch. He got like a home run ball or something in baseball, and he got so excited and he saw a young girl standing there as he walked back to his seat, and he just immediately tossed her the ball. Like it's the kind of action, it's the kind of act that you could see he didn't even think about. He didn't even think about it. He just did it instinctively because you can't teach someone that kind of instinct. You're either a good person or a bad person. And so the same thing here with the US Open, the way he snatched the hat, it was so fast. It felt like a lizard sticking its tongue out to get a fly. Like it was so immediate.
You know what? The crazy thing is he didn't even hesitate to put it in his bag. He also didn't even think for a second to realize he might have been caught on camera, which he was.
I was abroad sitting with a friend in another hemisphere, and they were laughing on their phone, and I asked what's going on, and he said some millionaire Polish guy stole a hat from a kid at a game, and it's become an international headline, and everyone in Poland is shaming him. Like that's how far it got, that it transcended different cultures and different cultures of different hemispheres.
Do you think the Coldplay CEO got international renown fame or infame?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Infamy. Infamy.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys, it's early.
It's early. They
Wait,
don't know this, but we're
I just
shooting this
asked
quite
if
early.
insane was a word, okay?
And it's okay. Guys, Charlie does have other smart moments. Like, trust me. Trust me. Trust.
Maybe people are just watching the clips and they're not watching the whole episode. So that's what I'm gonna hope for in that
We can
moment.
only hope. We can only hope.
But you know what? You're right. I think you're right. That is to be able to treat a kid like that, and especially when you know how privileged you are, to be able to be like, I can go buy this myself. And then the tennis player was like, what, also what the hell? And he was like, please, everybody help me find this little kid. He ended up getting, a hold of the kid and got him the signed hat anyways. But
I know I didn't express myself well because as someone who thinks that adultery is one of the worst things you could possibly do, like truly if there's like murder and then adultery for me is like really pretty much right after that. I think that stealing from the kid was so much worse. I think that's the worst CEO. Also, because to your point, think about what happened after the Coldplay concert. That couple just like retreated. They tried to stay away from it. They were so clearly embarrassed. And the CEO doubled down. What? What's your face of shock?
There is another CEO scandal of 2025 that I was not aware of. So the Nestle CEO also was embroiled in a scandal. He was dismissed over Labor Day weekend after an internal investigation confirmed an undisclosed romantic relationship with a direct subordinate. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
This is the year of the CEO scandal.
It's the year of the CEO scandal, and we still have a few months left.
We still have a few months left, yeah.
If you're a CEO, you should be terrified.
Watch your back.
You should give money to every homeless person you see because I bet you one of them will be a reporter waiting to dox you for not giving money to a homeless person. Like, that's where we are.